How's it going, guys? It is Divsion here, and it's time for episode number 3 of PAX Division 1. And as you can see, we've won pretty much 6 in a row to start off so far. And with that win in the last game with that rage quit, we're going to open up a jumbo pack. So in this one, we're going to have Zdeno Chara on the cover. I know the team of the week's looking really good with Parise, Kessel, Chara, Weber. There's a couple of like the Road to Sochi cards with Malkin and guys like that, and even a patch ready milestone. So any card will do. I'll take any HUD live. But let's pop this open, the jumbo, and we'll start off this episode with this pack. Alright, boys, let's see what we're going to get as we wait for this thing to load. Hopefully we could get some kind of HUD live. I mean, we haven't gotten lucky at all yet. But maybe a good player here. Let's take a look. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? And once again, not a single rare gold player on our team. Wow. Alright, but anyways, we get Scott Clemenson, who probably won't be playing. Commodore, who will help out our team, so that's at least one good one. Trevor Lewis, who's a center who will definitely help out. Marty Baron, who we already have. Casey Zeker from Mississauga Majors he played. Probably my favorite team growing up, at least in the CHL. And then Jamie McBain, who will also help out our team. We got some jerseys here, and I think I'm going to go with the Colorado one as our active home jersey, and we're going to put the Florida one as our active away jersey. And we got a couple contracts and stuff like that. This might actually be already our jersey or something like that. But we got a couple contracts, some training cards. I'll throw them on the players, and we'll go from there. Alright, guys, we'll be back with the lineups for the first game. So here's the lineup going to the first game. We got McGinn with Zeker and Yip on the first line with Petrie and McBain. On the first defensive line, second forward line is Matt Bolesky playing with Trevor Lewis and Emerson Edom with Roback and Comrie on our second defensive line. Then on the third line, we have Craig, Vitali, and Dorsett with Commodore and Kundratek on our third defensive line. And finally on our fourth line, we got Barub with LeBlanc and Chichu, and Baron, the netminder, with Clemenson backing him up. So anyways, let's go into our first game here against QC Surge. Got the Washington Capitals logo and jersey, and to start off here, he's going to get a chance to play it out to Spelainen. Spelainen is going to bring it in. He's pretty much going to deke past most of my team. Pearl's going to pick it up. He's going to get a chance. He shoots. It's stopped. We're going to bring this puck out, and all of a sudden, lost connection. But as you can see, we ended up getting the win, so I guess it was internet that was screwed up, so we open up another pack. And so with that odd win, we're going to open up another jumbo pack, because we ended up running our win streak up to 7 in a row. We're going to have to open up a Chara again. We already opened the first one. We got no rare players. If we could get at least like an 85, actually, you know what? Any rare player would be good, as long as it's not a guy who's like 74 or 75. But anyways, let's open this pack. What are we going to get here? Any rare player? I see one. I see Del Zotto, and I see another one, and that's David Legwan. So actually, not that great of a pack if you're looking for pucks in return. But considering we got a couple guys that will help out our team, like McDonald, Legwand, and Del Zotto, that's actually not a bad pack for developing our team. We also got Jay Beagle, Petrecki, Deslosier, McDonald, and Bolduc. And we have a couple jerseys here. We already have this Colorado one, so that we'll send to the trade pile. Just to quickly sell, I think we already have this coach as well, so we'll quick sell him. I guess we'll set these jerseys as our active jerseys, so the Florida Retro as our home, and then the Edmonton Oilers away as our away jersey. But anyways, some other training stuff that will apply to our players, and we'll be back with the lineup for the next game. So now the lineup looks a lot better. We've got Jamie McGinn playing with Legwan and Yip on the first line, with Petrie and Del Zotto on the first defensive line. Then we got Bolesky playing with Zeker and Edom, still on that second line with McBain and now McDonald on our second line, defensive line, and then Beagle with Lewis and Dorsett on our third forward line, with Commodore and Roback on our third defensive line, and finally our fourth line with Barub, Vitali, and Craig, with Marty Baron still in the net, with Clemens still backing him up. So anyways, going to the next game against Fish God New York, and he's got the Rangers logo on the classic jersey. And to start off here in the first, midway through the first, we're going to play this puck out. He's going to get it with Chernik. He's going to shoot, and look at that, off the crossbar, just stays out. We get a little lucky there. Edom's going to bring it in. He avoids the hit rather easily. He's going to bring it in, take his time with it, and an easy goal there, watching the defenseman slide away. And right after that start off here in the second period, he's going to pass it around a bit, take his time with it, and that's where he makes a mistake, passing it through McGinn. Petrie's going to pick it up. He's going to lay it off to Legwan. Legwan does a nice job of bringing it patiently, and a big clapper to put it away and put us up 2-0 at the start of the second. Then later on here, with about 8 minutes left in the second, he's going to bring it in with a nice deke pass to defenseman. couple of other nice moves, and he pretty much walks past everyone. I control the goalie, but somehow after that, it goes 5-hole through the computer, and we're now up 2-1. But later on here, Baron plays the puck. He's somehow we're gonna get a penalty in advance, but it doesn't matter here because Legwan's gonna pick it up, take his time with it, and snipe one home, and make this one a 3-1 game. We're still here on a 5-on-3. Zizekas is gonna get the puck. He's gonna give it over to Edom. Edom back to Zizekas. The puck's poked away, but Bolesky is right there to make it 4. And then finally on the power play once again, Ziegler gets knocked out. Edom is gonna pick up the puck, play back to Casey Zizekas. Zizekas over to McBain, and that is tipped by Craig to make this game a 5-1 win after the time expires. So a nice job by our team to win this one 5-1, and our winning streak continues. So a nice job by our whole team. 599 EA pucks from that one, and as you can see, we move up to 8 points in Division 9, 1 point away from winning the title. So stats were pretty much dominant for my team, and the 3 stars of the game were David Legwan, Emerson Edom, and Jeff Petrie. And so another win, which extends our winning streak to start off this series to 8 games. Man, we are playing really well so far with the team, and hopefully we can improve it by opening up another jumbo. And this time we're going to have Carey Price on the cover, 17.5k EA pucks for this one. Once again, we've got a bunch of jumbos open up so far, and pretty much our best pull has been Legwan and Delzato. Let's try to get at least an 85 here. Come on, EA. Just got to give me one good card. Let's see what we get. I have a duration cards, 83, and not much there, I'm just going to say. As you can see, best player pretty much was Vermette in this pack, who actually isn't too bad, but he'll finish on our second line. And then we have a guy like Mark Weber as well, who might be able to fit into our lineup. Another Trevor Lewis, Daniel Winnick, C. Mueller, and then Chiasson. I think that's how you say it, Chiasson. But he's a right wing from Dallas. He'll be a nice addition to our lineup. Then we got the Pittsburgh and some Vancouver jerseys, which we'll just I think we already have this one. So we'll send this to our trade pile, but I'll make the Pittsburgh ones our home ones, and then the Islanders will just send to the collection as well. And then we have a couple duration cards, which we could use to boost some of our players rather than sell them. So we'll use that on, like, let's say Legwan and Vermette, for example, or maybe a guy like Delzato and Legwan, the best players on our team, just to boost them with a couple cards here, just to make sure we're using up all our packs. And I guess I'll be back with our lineup for the next game. So here we go, the line for the next game. We've got Vermette, Legwan, and Yip, all with Phoenix change teams now to get our first line pretty good. Petrie and Delzato, first defensive line. Then we got Winnick with Bolesky and Edom, and McBain and McDonald. Then on the third line, we got McGinn with Casey Zizekas and Chasen with Commodore and Weber. And lastly, we got Beagle with Trevor Lewis and Dorsett, and Marty Baron still the netminder for our team. So anyways, going to this game, as you can see to start off here, it's going to be Gagliardi with the puck. He's going to feed it over to Jordy Ben. Jordy Ben's going to shoot. It goes wide, but Cleary's going to pick up the puck, get past our defenseman rather easily, and put it past Marty Baron rather easily as well. Then later on here, off that face-off, off that goal, it's going to be Chiasson picking it up. He's going to pass over to Zizekas. Zizekas shoots. It's stopped, but McGinn is right there to put a 5-hole past the goalie on the rebound to make it a 1-1 game. Then later on here, we're going to bring in Vermette. Vermette has a breakaway. He gets stopped, but that doesn't matter because Bolesky's going to get right back to him. Back to Bolesky, over to Winnick. Winnick does a nice job of feeding Vermette in front, and just like that, it is 2-1. Then here in the second, about 5 minutes in, he's going to bring the puck. He's going to break it out. He gets by a couple checks. Stoner's going to pick it up. Stoner's going to pass it over to Jokinen, and Jokinen puts it away to make it a tie game at 2. Then later on here, midway through the second, it's going to be Dorsett getting the puck here. Dorsett's going to go around the back of the net. He's going to try feeding in front. Delzato shoots it, stop, but Zizekas is right there with the rebound to put it away and make it 3-2. Let's go into the third period with about 5 minutes left. It's Delzato trying to poke it away. He ends up getting past most of our players and feeds it over to Connor, who beats Baron and makes this a 3-3 game. But luckily for us, later on here, still in regulation time, we're on a power play. Legwan does a nice job of getting the puck there. McGinn's going to hold on to the puck. He tries feeding in front for Legwan. It's stopped. McDonald passes it over to McBain. He shoots. Yips gets the puck and feeds McDonald, who puts it away on a big clapper on the one-timer to make it 4-3. And that is how that game finishes. So a nice scare to our winning streak right there. But we hold on and get 670 EA pucks from that game. A nice job by our team. And as you can see, we win the Division 9 title. So a new rule, I'll explain it in a second. But as you can see, domination on our part and 3 stars of the game were Casey Zikas, Andrew McDonald, and Jamie Begin. And now it's time to open up a special pack. And so with that last win, we won Division 9. So I made a new rule to add this series to make it a little bit more interesting. Whenever we win a division, I'm going to hopefully aim for it to be on a weekend, but we're going to open up whatever special pack. So it might be like the 25K pack, the 35K, the 75K, and we got lucky because the Mega Pack came out on the weekend that I'm recording this. So we're going to pick up a Zdeno Chara Mega Pack for 35K because we won Division 9. Let's see who we get. Alright, boys? So we got Delzato and Legwand so far as our best players. If we could pull at least an 85, I'd be very happy in this case. So anyways, let's open up this pack. Who are we going to get? A couple players, a 77, not a single 85, unfortunately. So the year of the players, we got a guy like Hrabal, Brian Elliott, Anisimov, who could help out our team, Talbot, Perron, who's not a bad player, so he's a good help. Then we got Hayda, who might be able to fit in our lineup. Hannon also. King and Frolik might be able to, but King probably on the bench. Hackett will probably end up backing up Biron. Then we got the San Jose jersey, so we'll use that. Or, well, we got the All-Stars logo. I'll use that over the Flyers logo. Sorry, Flyers fans. We're going to use these Mighty Ducks, which I already think I have in a collection that I'm holding on this account. So, but we'll use this as our away one. And I guess we'll use the Sharks one as our active jersey as well. We got a couple change tees that might help for chemistry purposes, like this Rangers one. A couple of goalie stuff, Winnipeg change team, which might help as well. But that's pretty much it. So not really a good pack. We have a couple good players, and we'll hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And we'll be back with episode number 4 later on this week. See you later, guys. Peace.